I am Ashtar. I come to be with you at this time to continue to assist you in bringing the truth to you, opening you up to the truth. Yes, you can handle the truth, for it has been being leaked out, filtered out, for some time now. But as many of you are noticing, it is becoming more and more so as the truth comes out in larger and larger quantities. In other words, more truth is coming forward, and there is nothing at this point that can stop the truth from coming forward. For many of the light-working community, many have stepped out on their power and are bringing these truths to you now. Many that are not even considered light workers are also bringing out the truth now. Even some politicians. They are not all evil. They are not all in error, and are not all part of the dark forces. For many have infiltrated into the system. Just as the dark forces infiltrated the system, so too did the forces of light infiltrate and are bringing forth the truth everywhere from every direction now, in every country, in every way possible. It is happening. This is happening now, even though it appears that things are becoming worse and worse, rockier and rockier, if you will. For it is all happening for a reason. All must come down before it can be rebuilt. The facade must fall, the facade of the illusion, and replacing that illusion will be the reality of your creation of light. Those of the dark forces are doing, and will continue to do, everything that they can to hold you back. And they said if they can hold you back, that they will indeed attempt to take you out. That is what the depopulation agenda is all about. Keeping the general population from learning the truth of who they are, knowing that they are one with the God source. As much as they can, they are attempting to keep this truth from you, to keep you in the darkness, keep you in unknowing territory. They have known for some time that they cannot hold you back completely. They can attempt or postpone, which make it longer and longer that they can maintain control. So I tell you, no. Continue to trust, continue to hold on. Do not fall away, do not become disconsolate and depressed, but continue to fight on, to be the warriors of light that you all are, that you all came to be here for this reason. Continue to bust this system open. That is what you are all here for. That is what we are here for in assisting you. We, of the Ashtar Command, are here to assist and help in any way that we can. Because of various things that the dark forces have been doing, we have been given permission to assist even more now. You will find in times coming that assistance from us will take you even further along into the higher vibrations. Believe in yourselves. Believe in who you are. More importantly now, know who you are. I am Ashtar, and I leave you now in peace, and love, and oneness, as you will continue to fight on. So remember who you are, and to become the totality of who you are once again. One who serves channeled by James McConnell. Mani, Padme, Hum. Mani, Padme, Hum. Greetings to you. One who serves here, and we are here to continue to assist you in this way we have been doing for some time now. To continue to answer your questions, to give you little bits here and there that can continue to assist you and bring you, and continue to hold you in those higher vibrations with various things that we say, various things that we give you, various tools along the way, yes, and words of wisdom, you might say, from the ancient wisdom. But we do not give it to you all at once. We give it to you in pieces and parts along the way where we know that you can be able to handle it. We cannot flood you with the truth. We cannot do that, even though you would like us to be able to do that. You would like to ask the questions and have us give you time frames and direct answers for what you are looking for. We cannot do that, because we cannot replace you. We cannot replace the journey that you are on, for it is your journey. We have had our journey. We are continuing on our journey. But our journey right now is a part of this process of assisting you. Just as your journey is going to metamorphosize as we continue along into being in the position that we are in, and assisting those that are calling to you then for assistance. You will be the ascended ones. You will be the masters here. And that is what you are here to do. To learn to move forward, to keep fighting on, to keep knowing that your freedom is paramount here in bringing this ascension forward. For if you let go, then all of the population lets go. You, of course, being the collective you that is of the awakening population. Okay, we are ready for your questions if you have them. Anyone have questions here? You can unmute your phones. If you have not already guessed, I have a question. OWS. Yes, guessed. Now we all heard about the crystal chambers. I picture the crystal chamber like a caterpillar going in, and coming out as a beautiful butterfly. Metamorphosis. Would you please help me to understand more in the rest of this possibly now that works? And I had been under Sheldon Idle class once, and he said it is done by light, sound, and colors. But do you think I asking too much to ask you to describe it and what happens? OWS. We cannot at this point do that, because you are not ready for it yet. It is coming, though. You are going to have access to this. When we say you, we are speaking to everyone now, everyone that will be in the process here of being able to utilize these crystal chambers, and prior to that, what you have heard of as the med beds. They are coming. They are already in existence. They just need to, in a sense, be given the green light to disperse them throughout the planet here, and that will come. And to understand the process that is occurring there within those devices, we will say, is a combination of consciousness, vibration, color, and sound as well. All of this can be utilized to bring about the DNA changes that will bring you forward in your healing process. As you have heard, there are various uses for these. You can mend bones. You can regrow limbs with this. You can heal diseases. And yes, you can even do rejuvenation processes within the body itself. All of this is coming. Be patient. But we cannot give you too much more on this at this point. There are various sources you can go to where you can see pictures of these depictions, we will say, of these, at this point. And also analysis as to what they are able to do and will be able to do. Okay, guest, are they also called the resurrection? That you go in and you can be younger again and have a whole new body? And I heard that ascension and resurrection means the same thing. OWS, you are talking, though, of rejuvenation, not resurrection. Resurrection is from the process of dying to being living again. That would be the resurrection. Resurrection and ascension in the sense are somewhat the same though, because you are coming from, we will not say dying, but you are coming from a lower vibrational frequency in this resurrection process or ascension process into a higher vibrational frequency and higher dimensional consciousness. You see, guest? Oh, that really explains it well. Yes, thank you very much. OWS, would there be other questions here? Guest, I'll ask a question sort of on the same topic. You talk about the med beds, and we talked about the QFS, and the financial reset, and all. It seems to be taking a long time, but, of course, time DOES and exist is that more because our consciousness needs to raise more, or more of the population needs to raise more, or because they also need to get rid of some of the deep dark bad guys first, or is it a combination of all those things? OWS, when you say the deep dark bad guys, guest, the dark side, the cabal. OWS, yes, they need to be neutralized here, we will say, before many of these technologies can be released here. Because if they were released now at this point, they would do everything that they can to both hold it back and to usurp it, to change it into something that would be more beneficial to them in terms of weaponizing these things. Just as they have already done with various of the Tesla energies in the past here, where they have been able to utilize these energies for weapons, and war, and weather warfare, and all of these types of things they have been able to do. Any technology can be used for the light, or it can be used for the dark. You see, guest, yes, there is all this talk right now that the revaluation of currencies, the QFS financial is happening now. My intuition says the cabal is still out there, so how could it be happening now or next week, if they haven't been removed yet? Is that correct? OWS, we will say it is in process. We will not say it is happening now, because you are not seeing it yet happening now. But it is in the background. It is in process. I can be what you would call old out whenever the vibrational frequency matches the frequency of these various technologies. Guest, thank you. OWS, yes. Would there be any other questions here? Guest, I have a question. OWS, yes. Guest, we were just given that we are getting more assistance now from above, let's say, which I think is great news, and I sure we all do. Are you able to give us any more information about what form or forms that assistance might take? OWS, we cannot at this point. That was just simply a prelude for a little something to keep you going, we will say here. But we cannot give specifics yet about it at this point yet. Guest, okay, thank you. OWS, yes. Would be any other questions here? Then we are ready for your email question, and then to release channel. Guest, yes, thank you. One who serves. The question is, was the message Q gave us about Red October, was it meant for this October? And would it be then released after the Arizona election audit was released? OWS, of course, we cannot give a sense of time frame here and say it is this October, or November, or December, or whenever here. We can only say that it was a foretelling, we will say here, of what is coming. That is all we can say about this. We are ready now to release channel. Before we do, we say, as was given to the James here yesterday when he asked, stay in the game. Remain in the game. Even though you tire of the game sometimes, remember, you created this game, you as the collective you, Of course, we know that all of you would say, IWOULD and have created this game. But yet you all did together. It was all purposeful, all part of the plan here. And also part of the plan is coming to the end of this game, and you are approaching that in many respects very shortly here. Shanti, peace be with you.